This is the TopTes TS-710 digital Illuminance light meter. Let's take it out of the box. In the box you get the user manual, you get the light meter itself, 3 AAA batteries which are included, and a nice little case for it. So this is a digital Illuminance meter, otherwise colloquially known as a lux meter. It measures light. You've seen photographers use devices like this before when they're trying to line up just that perfect shot. It has a 2.25-inch backlit LCD screen, a 180-degree rotatable sensor. It can measure in foot candles or in lux. Lux is 0 to 200,000 and foot candles is 0 to 20,000. Takes 2 samples per second. It has max and min and also a data hold function on there. There's a 10-minute auto shutoff, and it also will display the ambient temperature and ambient relative humidity. With that, let me put batteries in it and we'll test it out. So here is the meter right here. We can go ahead and turn it on now. And it comes up. Might be a little hard with the glare on the screen to read, but it's just a plain old LCD screen. It's perfectly readable like that if you need the backlight. There you go right there. That's just fine. Up here you have your temperature and relative humidity. The temperature is reading right now in Celsius. If you want it Fahrenheit, press the button there, and now it's reading in Fahrenheit. Lux is what it's reading right there. You can change it with the unit button to foot candles. It can't be any simpler than that. And if you want your max or your min, you can do that. Press and hold it. It goes away. I never even opened the book for this. It's just that easy. Where's the sensor? How's all that? Well, they give you a nice cover for it. Right like that. So there you go. That's what we're reading right here. And remember what I said, this is rotatable. So whatever is going to work best for your particular application, you can turn it like that. So that is reading, and I don't know if the camera can actually pick it up, but I'm going to call out the readings here. That's reading about 321, 322. About 322 is a pretty close bet right there. That's all fine and good, but what if you're not sure of the measurement there? Well, let's show you how accurate it really is. Here's an identical one. I just put the batteries in it. We'll take the cover off. We'll turn it on. We'll turn the backlight on. We'll change it to Fahrenheit. And what are we reading? Let us take a look. We'll leave it, let everything settle. Now you are never going to have exact between 2 meters. And there's a couple of reasons for that. First and foremost, the sensors are measuring light in 2 different spots. So it's impossible to get a direct measurement as far as that goes. Temperature on here is a little bit higher because I was handling it, as is the humidity over here, because that's been sitting down in the basement here where it is indeed more humid. So leaving that and stepping away, on the left it's reading about 362 compared to 357. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. That's not bad at all around. They're generally right on the mark. Like I said, it's impossible to get the exact same. Even if I do that, you know, again, I can't have it like that because then it blocks the other sensor. So it's impossible to get an exact reading. But they definitely read very close to each other. And I like the fact that you can rotate the head of it around, because that really is a handy feature. Sometimes it's not straight on. So here's something really interesting. Over here, I have a meter from another manufacturer. I've blacked out the name because that's not important. And just to compare, this only reads in Celsius for temperature, for what that's worth. I know most of the rest of the world uses Celsius, but here in the US we use Fahrenheit, and we're sticking to it. So the main thing is the difference in the actual lux. Both are set to lux, as shown on the displays, and this is only reading 216 or so, and that's reading 330. So which one is right? Well, the TopTes meter I compared to the other one of the exact same model, and it read, for all intents and purposes, identical. As far as TopTes as a company, I can tell you this much. I know that a YouTuber by the name of UXW Bill has tested a couple of different TopTes products, and he really put those through the ringer. I've been watching UXW Bill since there were only 4 channels on YouTube in the beginning. He's been around forever. And like I said, he put these TopTes products through the ringer, and compared to some others that he had, they came out reading just about the same as the rest. Is this one miscalibrated? I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so. I think it's just different sensors that are used and stuff like that. But remember that also you're only as good as the same measuring device. That is to say, if you have a tape measure, you need to measure 6 inches, cutting some wood, building a deck or a shed or something like that. You measure out 6 inches and you mark it off, you cut it, do all that, and then your tape measure falls off the roof, hits the ground, and breaks into a million pieces. So you go to the store, you buy a new tape measure, buy a different brand, different company. That 6 inches on that tape measure is not the same 6 inches on your original one. It varies just a little bit, but that could be enough for a piece of wood to fit or not fit. This is way off the mark, and like I said, comparative to UXW Bill's videos that I've seen on other TopTes products, they came out pretty much spot on with everything else. So like I said, you're only as good as the same metering device, but all around this is certainly fully functional and works great. I love, again, the fact that you can rotate the head of it around. Backlit screen, really, really nice, easy to read in any kind of light. You can turn the backlight off if you don't need it. Fahrenheit or Celsius right there. You can change to foot candles or lux. Control panel is really easy to figure out right there. And your max and min, your hold, it's all there for you. And when you're done, to keep it protected, they give you a cover that snaps right on, and it definitely reads 0. So that certainly is correct. Once again, this was the TopTes Digital Illuminance light meter. If you'd like to purchase this item, I'll leave a link in the video description to the page on Amazon where you can find this item available for sale. Thank you very kindly for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.